Lacey Fire District 3 covers approximately 70 square miles. Station 31 is one of the 5 stations in the district. This is the story of a typical 24-hour shift. A new crew arrives. The daily routines kick in. Starting early before the official 7:30 a.m. shift change. Everything in its place. Preparation here is second nature. The pass-off is casual but crucial. One shift hands off to the next. In the kitchen, the crew gathers. A shared meal, a moment of calm before the day begins in earnest. Over breakfast, the morning tailboard meeting. Today's plan.
So Connor, Baker, and myself have to. I think it's the variety of the day, but I cannot do the same thing over and over and over again. The people here, I enjoy everybody I work with.
A 911 call. At a moment's notice, the appropriate crew responds. Personal protective equipment is donned deliberately, methodically. Call volume for Lacey Fire District 3 is over 17,000 911 calls annually.
Every morning we'll do a rig check, and we'll just that's just doing an inventory of all the equipment on the rig to make sure it's in its place, so it's ready for use.
The crew does equipment inspection and inventory. Every item is accounted for and operationally tested.
Every day of the week has a particular service. So as for today, Wednesday, we'll have, I believe it's saws. So we'll do our chainsaws and the circ saw.
Over 70% of the calls are medically related, not fires.
I am doing a rig check on all of our supplies. Some paramedic kit carries a ton of things. Essentially a little bitty version of what they have in the ER. So we try to keep enough things to handle a couple emergencies back to back if we don't have time to restock, but also not too much where we start getting way down and don't have room to work. Medic 3 is our busiest medic unit here at Lacey. Our average is about 60 calls a day, but the rule is if you get to nighttime and you haven't hit your 6, you're still going to hit your 6, so be prepared not to sleep.
Fitness is part of the job. Strength and stamina save lives.
So today, Truck 31's crew is doing their annual pack test. This pack test is a qualification, physical qualification that they have to meet every year. They meet the physical requirements of an arduous level test. It's a 45-minute timed evolution. It's a 3-mile hike with a 45-pound vest. the shelter deployment. The fire shelter is a safety device that's used in the event that a firefighter gets himself in a scenario where he's going to be trapped or overrun by fire. It's supposed to be able to help you reflect heat and smoke and flames off of the firefighter themselves. These are practice shelters here. They're made of like a tarp-like material that can simulate what an actual fire shelter looks like. The real ones are foil lined on the outside with a non-flammable material on the inside that's layered together, that's designed to radiate heat.
A technical rescue call debrief meeting.
No, I thought once we had like people all in motion, it went really well. It's like one of those things, we just don't go on a lot of tech calls. All in all, I think we did a great job. I know at first there were some people like the gas monitors. So whenever we have someone in an environment, a confined space, before we can make entry into it, we need to get the atmosphere to see it's going to be safe. Even though if there's someone there, we see eyes on them, we don't really see any issues. We can't smell, we don't know what's down there, right? So we need to check that space to make sure the atmosphere is viable for us.
Two constants happen on every shift: calls and training. Every shift brings opportunities to sharpen skills. Scenarios that demand precision and muscle memory. Emergency medical services. CPR training on newborns.
My turn in the draw. So one of the other crew members puts together a schedule. And with the way that it works, we usually have 8 or 9 people on shift, and we work anywhere between 8 and 10 days a month. So you pretty much end up cooking once a month, which isn't bad. And I like it that way because you can go as fancy or as simple as you want. We cook together, we clean up together, and so that type of thing strengthens that cohesive team and crew bond.
Dinner is a team effort. It's more than a meal. It's a daily ritual that reminds them they're more than coworkers. Even at rest, the house must be ready. Clean floors, not for appearances, but because pride runs deep here. Reports that document lives touched. Moments that mattered. Lights out, but never fully asleep.
And we do that with hiring the right people, having the right leadership, having the right support from our community. That's huge, right? Because they're the ones paying the bills, right? And so we owe it back to the community by being excellent with the funding that they give us and the trust.
One simple truth: they do it together. Service with excellence.